Number 11. Bloodbath Bed. This is a love letter. Not a romantic one, but a love letter nonetheless. While you were with me, you were all of me. My being was flooded with images and auditory imaginings of you. Every inhale and exhale were for you, and every step I took was with you in mind. Even my dreams were filled with vibrantly colored images of you. You and I were meant to be. I lived solely to love you. At the same time, I was filled with wonder and terror. Would I be good enough for you? Could I give you the right kind of love? Would I provide you with all you needed? Would you be healthy? Was I mother material? In a moment of piercing pain, you were gone. I would never see your face or hear your voice. I was disgusted as the doctor was cleaning away all remnants of you. He and the nurse were debating the merits of a little red hatchback in the nearby parking lot. I would never be whole again, and they were discussing the pros and cons of compact cars. Later, I heard a nurse call the group home and ask for someone to pick me up. She reported there was nothing else they could do for me. I just needed some rest. As I walked to the car, I experienced a myriad of moods, which only a state of shock could explain. I was numb. My mind was blank yet reeling. I was numb. My heart was so shattered, I expected my whole being to crumble at any second. I was numb. My breasts were tender and tingling. I was numb. My uterus was like a hollowed egg. The slightest touch to my abdomen would cause it to crack. I was numb. My knees, ankles, and feet were cement-like and weightless at the same time. I was numb. I was lonelier than a career hermit. I was numb. I was the filthiest female in the world. I was numb. Mostly, I was weak and weary. Sleep beckoned me. I wanted to hibernate. I was hoping when I woke I would find you still with me. Surely the last few hours were not real. I fell asleep easily, dreaming I was on my back, hovering a few centimeters over the bed. My pelvic area was submerged in a gooey substance. The goo was warm and cold all at once. I was trying to grip the goo, but it kept sliding through my fingers. I felt more exhausted and lighter as the dream continued. I welcomed the sensation, relishing going deeper and deeper into the slumber. As the dream progressed, I could hear faint murmurings. I could not decipher the voices. It was as if the goo was speaking to me, gently commanding me to float higher and higher. I came to in a room adjacent the nursery on the maternity ward. I wished we died together. Every time a baby cried, my breasts would ache like a prelude to an earthquake. The doctor came to see me, explaining, although he stopped the hemorrhaging, I would likely be barren. After he left, I buzzed for the nurse and tearfully asked her if there was something I could do about the pain in my breasts. She retorted, "From now on, keep your legs closed." 2 other children, and almost 10 years later, I took a trip east to that hospital. The maternity wing was no longer in use, and miraculously I was able to walk right into the room where they placed me after you died. The only object in the room was a rocking chair. I sat in solitude rocking for almost 20 minutes before a security guard asked me to leave. I wept as I rocked and talked aloud to you. I let go of my heart's secrets. You would always be my first love, my desperate sorrow knowing I was not good enough for you. I blamed myself for not being able to hold you long enough. I did not deserve your forgiveness, and most importantly, I expressed my never-ending love for you. I hoped in some way you could meet your brother and sister. Not a day passes without me mourning you. Thank you. With all that love can give, Joey.
Subscribe, like, and share to support this channel.